imagine yourself naked in a communal bath.
Okay. This is what we're going to talk about today. My name is Ronit. I'm a happiness coach.
And I'm Dr. Nelum. I'm a GP. And we're Whole Food Revolution.
Yes, Whole Food Revolution. So today we're going to talk about being naked on a communal bath.
And this, I have recently come back from Japan. And Japan has this culture of onsens and their communal hot baths, basically communal bathing that they do, and that's separated. The genders are separated, so men have their own and women have their own, and they never shall the two of them meet, so they're definitely separated. But you do have to be completely naked in there.
Nothing
on
you.
And you can't even walk in with a towel. Like, you can't have a towel wrapped up.
Yes.
You can take this tiny little towel that people use to wash themselves, not in the communal bath, but they have separate showers. But it's
well, the one that I've used, I was fortunate enough about a year and a half ago. I was traveling overseas, and we had a stopover for one night and went to the hotel, and my daughter says, "Mom, you have to go to an onsen." Anyway, I went there with my granddaughter. She was 7.5, and she's the one who introduced me to everything in there because she's been there before. And we even had the showers were even open.
Yeah, they're open. They're just closed on three sides, and the back is open.
So when you're totally open, and there was a pool inside. Hot pool inside and hot pool outside.
I mean, pool as in it's just deep enough to sit in the water.
Yes.
You can't, and you are not allowed to swim in it.
Yeah, it's not a size a swimming size. It's a sitting size.
Yes. The idea of it is to actually it's a tradition that the Japanese have, and it's all about being naked together, and it's something about reducing the ego, because everybody in that onsen is equal.
Yeah, and look, it brought, for Nelum and I talked about this, and it brought a topic that's very, very close to our heart, which is a body image, and what is happening to our body image when we live in a society that hides the body or constantly concerned about the body, how it looks and so on, to a society that treats the body as natural as possible. Because into the onsen, women go, men as well, by the way, women go with young kids and cousins and uncles and grandma and mom. And so basically, when you live in such environment, it doesn't happen the same as what I grew up with, which I did not see my mom's body
at
all. Like, I think I've seen it when I was much older. And when I'm talking older, I mean that I already had my own kids,
right?
And it was like not even see her taking off her bra or anything like this, because everyone was so
covered and so particular. And the same in growing up in Sri Lanka. I not to that degree, but for me, like, there was no way I would be so mortified to even wear a one-piece bathing suit.
Interesting.
So that was, and so it was that initially just to even think of going into the onsen was quite a challenge, and like lots
naked
of deep breaths.
That's
it.
And I think that there's something that connected to what Nelum and I are talking, that the physical naked also translates to some kind of an emotional nakedness.
Yes.
It's like
you're bearing all.
Exactly.
Kind of
So it's like you go inside and you see different sizes of body. You see different boobs and different
and ages, and
with hair, pubic hair, without pubic hair.
Yeah.
And you look at it, wrinkles and all those things. And I think what it does is that it normalizes the process of aging.
Yes.
It normalizes
the female form, or just, well, for us the female form, because we only see women, but and for men it will be
and I think it's healthy for men as well.
Yes, absolutely.
It's almost like you see different bodies, and if you see it,
and from the time you're little, and that's what I felt, Ronit. Imagine how I would have felt if I had this experience from the time I was little.
And I believe that when you grow up like this, you see it, they probably go to the onsen more often than we go. We go to a hotel.
Yes.
They do it more often.
And they love it. It's a really, the Japanese really
it's a ritual.
love. Yes, absolutely.
And I think if you grow up like this and you see different sizes of body, every week or whatever you go, after a while you just
this is it.
And I felt like, I remember the first time I went, I mean, this is not the first time I was in a shower with other girls, because I was in other places where you just had to shower. So the girls would try to hide themselves. You couldn't really hide yourself because you have to get out of the shower and get dressed out, so people would see you. Try to cover yourself. We were naked and stuff, but it was interesting because the first time you do this, you basically kind of look at like, whoa,
you feel really vulnerable.
Yes,
you really do.
Yes, but I'm guessing. I mean, even I don't even have to guess, because I was there with my granddaughter. We were there for about, I don't know, an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. We were there, and after about 10-15 minutes, I kind of and it was like, really, like, okay, like no one was looking at you. Nobody cares.
And that's what happened to me. So wherever there was an onsen, eventually I would go, because I love the water anyway. And then I felt myself just striding in, like I had, like, nobody's looking, I'm just going to walk in confidently. And it really, just those few days made a difference.
And the most wonderful bit was to look at those women sitting together, and they basically just had they had a gathering. And
so that's so oxytocin. Can you imagine? Women together, hot water, talking about their life events and laughing. That was the best oxytocin snack.
And I totally understand why the Japanese think that's getting rid of the ego, because after a while you don't look at it anymore as naked people. You just look at it as people. And it was really, really beautiful. And I do think that we need, in our time and era, to question the ideal body thing that is planted in our head, because the only thing that does is create doubts about our body. And those things are not healthy for us, because our body is the vehicle that we need to use as long as we are here in this round. And we need to learn to love our body. And Nelum and I were talking about health and well-being, and in our workshops, and one of the biggest goals that we have is to get to a point where people love their own body. It's like living in peace.
And so many don't. So many people don't.
So this is the real goal. And we need to question everyone that sends us a message of, this is the ideal weight, this is the ideal height, this is the ideal skin, this is the ideal. We need to reject that as much as we can, because there is no such a thing. There is a healthy one, and a healthy one can look with saggy boobs, it can look with tall, short, wrinkles, big butt, small butts. All of them can, no butts. they all work. And so health is the most important bit, not the way you look. And maybe, I think maybe if we would have grown with that,
I think the world would be a different place. And And I really encourage, if any of you Australians really love going to Japan. It is the most, that so
It
many
is
Australian goes there. So if you go, please try the onsen.
Yes.
Because I think it will challenge how you feel and feel about yourself.
It's a good exercise. It's a good emotional exercise. Go to a communal bath naked and just feel free.
Yes. So if you like what we talked about, then please like, share, and
Subscribe if you want
Yes.
more of the things that we're sharing. Please subscribe. Whole Food Revolution, Ronit and Nelum.
Bye.